Hi, so it's been a while, and a lot has changed. I felt compelled to do another planner video. So this is going to be a flip, and as you can tell, I'm not in my Filofax anymore. I moved back to Personal Wide about 6 months ago. Partly because my life gets really crazy in September and I needed more of a portable, more compact size. A5 during that season is just way too big, and I've always had a love of Personal Wide, even, well, mainly Foxy Fix when Foxy Fix was still around. So sad that they closed. So Personal Wide is like the in-between size for me, right? It's larger than Personal, and I write big, so I need more space. And it's smaller than A5 and more portable. And I'll have to say that I really, really love that I'm back in Personal Wide. So this is a Vanderspec Touch Me Leather in black. And I don't know if you can see the charms here, but those are from Wild Orchid, I think, on Etsy. She makes really good charms. These aren't available anymore. This is my daughter. I should probably cover this up. So in Personal Wide, because it's not a standard size, I'm having to make a lot of things and or purchase a lot of things. So I make my own dashboards because that size isn't standard. Personal Wide isn't standard. I've heard that Personal Wide is more of an American size. I don't know if that's actually true anymore. It's equivalent, not the same, but equivalent to B6. So I painted my own dashboard. I'm skipping this page because it has personal information. But then I paint my own dividers and make my own dividers because part of the pleasure and love I have in Personal Wide is that I can create. It forces me to be more artistic and creative in my planning because I can't just buy everything. And even if I did, even if I could buy everything, I still would be driven to make my own. So this is watercolor on top of a jelly print. So I recreated a lot of what I loved about Erin Condren. So this is my quarterly planning. Part of my business coaching is strategizing and planning each quarter out. And so I replicated this and tweaked it and made it my own to do quarterly planning, big projection planning for the quarter. And then this is also where I do my book planning for when I'm writing my manuscripts. And then I recreated this dashboard that is the Erin Condren dashboard because it was working for me. So there's birthdays, events, business and personal, and then important things to know or note. And then for my daily pages, so I'm still in daily pages, and I use Annie Plans Printables, and this is her daily timed dated insert. And as you can see, it's similar format to Erin Condren. I still have my work tasks and my personal tasks, and then my time blocking. Most of my schedule is on my calendar, my Google Calendar, but I need my planner to do my time blocking. And so essentially I have two major blocks in the day. One without my daughter while she's at school, one with my daughter while she's home. And that's how I make sure that my tasks can be put into my time blocks. I mentioned before that I move things forward a lot. having a chronic illness that affects energy forces me to move things forward. And the reason why I move a lot of things forward is as long as it's in the planner, my brain can let it go. My brain doesn't have to remind me all the time of things I need to do. And it's being more gentle with myself. So the arrows are moving forward. The dot is that I've started it but haven't finished it. And then the check with the highlighting is that it's done. These time blocking labels, I take Avery return address labels and I watercolor them. I do watercolor all over the page, and then I can use them throughout the planner. I don't do weekly or monthly planning per se. I don't have pages for those things. I use this page, and you'll see in farther. This is my meal plan. This isn't necessarily what we do each day, but this is the plan. And then each day for dinner, I actually put what we did eat. And that's to track leftovers. That's to track how often we eat certain meals. So the majority of my planning is in my tasks and in my time blocks. I've seen a lot of people have a business planner and a personal planner, 2 separate planners, and my brain just doesn't work like that. I absolutely have to have all of my life in one planner. This is what they call my everyday carry. I only have one planner. I don't rotate between planners because that's just too crazy making to me, and it forces me to be constrained in one planner. I only have to worry about one thing to keep track of everything. The people that have like 3 or 4 planners is mind-boggling to me. There's just no way I could do that, and it works for them. I'm not judging them at all. It's great that it works for them, but it just would never work for me. So down here are bills and financials that I have to keep track of. We do a lot on auto debit, but I still need to track when it is removed from my account. And then up here, in the Erin Condren, I used to have a section for events, and so up here is where I do the events. These drop off and pick up labels are Planner Kate, and then I make these time block labels. The star is for doing my visualization and my affirmations each day. So there's not a lot here. I'll just flip through these. This is how I do my weekly planning. So each week I go through the last week's planner pages and note anything that wasn't done or is still in progress. And then I make a plan for the things that must get done this week, the things that absolutely have to get done. Once again, meal plan. And then these things will just shift into my daily pages. So as you can see on here, holidays, I'm Jewish, so I need to keep track of holidays. And then these are events. So I'm a hockey fan, so whenever the hockey game is on, our maids came and my daughter's shower night. As she's gotten older, I seem to have forgotten her normal shower nights, so I have now put it in my planner. So these I'll just flip through. I do use Post-its, either the Erin Condren small Post-its because they're colorful and bright, or these small, simple, basic ones to do a lot of pre-planning. I do a lot of pre-planning on my pages. And then anything I need to not lose, I just punch and put into the planner. So then these are all the pages. When there's notes for my daughter, pre-planning Post-its. So this is what the empty pages look like. And then I normally keep my current month and the next month of planning pages in my planner, but because I missed the kind of thick 80-pound cardstock paper of Erin Condren, I've now started printing my personal wide dailies on 60-pound cardstock paper because it allows me to paint on it and do all sorts of creative things on it. It also allows easy removal without having to like injure the pages. And so it takes up a lot of space, but this is the bulk of my planner. This is the main area, so I don't really mind that the cardstock takes up so much space on the rings. But because they're thick, I just didn't print out April yet, but April will go in there. And then this page is like my pre-planning, future planning page. So any dates that are upcoming but that aren't in my current set of daily pages, I put here, and then I reference it and pre-plan once the planning pages are printed and put in my planner. I don't like blank pages, so like this, I'll want to paint or put something on it because the plain pages bug me. So I was a photographer in a past life, so I made this dashboard that looks like a Polaroid picture with a famous photo that I love of one of my favorite photographers, and then mini post-its on the back. I really should focus on using vellum only as decoration because it takes up so much less space. This is a vellum sheet from Michaels a few years back. That's the other thing about moving back into personal wide, is that I was in personal wide for 3 years, so I have so many dividers and dashboards and awesome creative things in personal wide that I don't normally have in A5. These are stickers that I love for one reason or another. I don't remember where this shitty pen sticker comes from. These are from Etsy, Ukrainian stickers. I'm really passionate about Ukraine fighting for their sovereignty, and I just have overwhelming empathy for what Ukraine is going through right now, so that's why they are represented in my planner right now. And this is a secretarial pocket dash. I don't ever really need a pocket here, but if I do, it's there. And then these are the dividers that I painted and created. So master task list, that's for future planning. This is for anything that doesn't have a to-do date or like a date attached to it, but still needs to happen at some point. I have, and this is from kind of Franklin Covey, so I have one for personal and one for business. And then my personal section, and I'm going to hide the photos. More like a pocket for deco. This is kind of cool. It's a map dash that I got from Etsy and you can get your city in it, which I think is really fun. So this has like hashtags for Instagram. This has my mood tracker for my bipolar. Then my future section, and this is where my goals are for the year, or my weekly, monthly tasks, my reoccurring task lists. And then manifest, this is for my affirmations and my like way long-term future planning for the books and the book business, and what my strategy is for that. Create, so this is like book notes for my manuscripts and my books that I'm writing. So this is a dash that I made. Like I said, I was a photographer in a past life, so I just took a photo and 2 photos and laminated them. And then the next one is notes, and this is just kind of a catch-all of where I keep notes and blank paper. More stickers. I don't remember where this comes from. This comes from the same shop with the shitty pen sticker. God, I can't remember what shop that was. I'm sorry about that. And then my stickers for my time blocks for my writing are in here. And Florence and the Machine. I'm really into music. Coupon code for my hair dye. And then this is a love note from my daughter and information I need for COVID from my daughter's school. And then a ton of stickers in the back here just for using on my daily pages for my time blocking. I use a Pentel Energel 0.4 when I'm in a personal wide because the pages are so much smaller than A5 that I need to use a smaller fine tip nib on my pens. So yeah, oh, and the big back pocket with more stickers that I can show you. So can you see? Yeah. So these are my address label watercolors for my time blocking. And so I just paint them, let them dry, and then cut them and use them in my time blocking. So it allows me to just be more creative. My planner setup really just speaks to my heart, but allows me to also be productive and run 2 businesses and a busy family life and keep up on my mental health and my health with my chronic illness. So I think there's a lot of power in planning, and you know, people in our lives might tease us for our weird stationary hobby, but for me, my planning is far more than just stationery and just collecting all of the planners and switching all of the sizes. It's really a tool for living my best life, and that's what I love about planning. And you know, I've said in the previous video that I've been planning since I was, I think, 12 years old. So this has been a lifelong thing for me. So I thought you guys would want to see what I'm in now. I haven't seen very many personal wide flips in a long time, and so I decided to share my own. Personal wide is 4.75 by 6.75. It's wider than personal, and it just gives me that extra added room that I need for my large writing and my daily pages. So I hope you're all doing well, and I hope your life is treating you well. Thanks so much. Bye.